Are you a THERA enthusiast like myself? Here's a bunch of tips to help you out on your road to global. Are you sick of CTs killing you from plat before you can even get towards the B site? Well, this smoke's for you. When you're coming out of spawn here at T-spawn, jump up into the corner like that, and then where this blue spike meets the roof on the bottom bit, you're just going to do a jump throw. That'll bounce over here, fully smoke off drop, and you won't be dying to CTs from there any longer. This is what the smoke looks like from a CT's perspective. They can jump peek from up here, but it's going to be very difficult for them to see across the top if it's thrown correctly. Are you getting killed from CTs playing this line here? To avoid the line completely, you just want to jump up here on the flower pot on the red fence, then jump across the line, and they won't see you anymore. You can do that a little faster by jumping on this ledge, crouch jumping over onto the roof, and then jumping across the line like so. A little tip while you have control of this side of drop is you can jump out over the fence like so, but only on this bit. If you go any further than about here, you fall and you die. And if any CTs do decide to push through B, you might be able to catch them off guard, and you'll also have a little bit of cover to play with. You can also get up drop without boosting because this red object is a ledge. To make the jump, you want to jump up here first, and then once you're around this corner part here, you're going to start to strafe across, jump as late as you can, and aim for this corner of the red part because it's the closest part for you to land on. If you do it right, it should look like this. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. So give it a couple of practices and you should be able to hit it every time. If you put together everything we just learned, you should be able to take back of B control every single time. Just jump up here on the red fence, across the line, make this jump, boom. Bob's your uncle. You're up on the ledge, and the CTs can't do a thing about it. If you're a CT and you want control of drop as well, all you have to do is run up here and throw a molly off that wall. It'll block anyone from swinging you on the low side. And then what you can do is jump up on this ledge like so. You can watch anyone coming through this part of the stairway, and then also stop anyone from walking down the stairs like so. And this angle in particular might be a bit of a nasty one, which they won't expect you to be on. Most of you already know that you can drop from the bridge up above onto this balcony here, but where you want to drop depends on where your enemies are on site. If you know that they're on the backside or think that they're on the backside, you want to drop on this side, whereas if you think they're over there, you'd probably want to be dropping on this side here. What you'll notice is you can get quite far off the edge, but what it means is you'll be safe to anyone on that side, you'll be very open here, and then likewise on the other side, you'll be safe to anyone that's on back of site, but you'll be very open to anyone in whatever you want to call this room. Also, if you're a CT, you can play ninja right here. You won't get checked very often because at the moment, not many people know how to boost or self-boost, and when they are, they're usually just running across. But if you're here, just make sure they don't swing you here and they're not jumping on you here, and you should be fine. The way you drop down safely is you just look down a little bit, make sure you're off to the side. Boom, drop down. This guy, well, he'll hear you, but he's not going to be able to shoot you. And then on the other side, same thing. Put your crosshair slightly off into the open. Drop down, and you'll be right as rain. From this position here on the rafters, you can actually use this window of opportunity to retake successfully, take the site successfully. You can molly it, you can flash it. It's pretty interesting. For the molly, you just want to look in the window like so, just in the middle of this line, the vertical part. Left click throw. And that'll filter out this area and buy you some time for rotations and such if you need it. And for the flash, there's this brick here, this longer, yellower looking one than some of these other orangey ones. Left and right click throw, let it rip, and that'll boom right there. It's great for a retake because if that pops out, you know the T's are probably going to be playing over here if you've already cleared out the back of sight. So remember this and see if it works in your games. I don't know who needs to know this, but you can actually boost up here. It's not super easy, and it's only from this side because that side's too tall. But what you want to do is jump up like so, and there might be a world where you and your friends are just having something fun, saying, yo, boost me, get someone up here so you're not stuck on site, and you might even catch some CTs rotating in on a retake. If you want to smoke off the front side of B just like this, I've got a nice easy lineup for you, and as you can see, it's one that allows you to see the back of sight. It doesn't bleed into the sight too far. To throw that smoke, you just walk into the corner right here. Look at this white light, one from the right of the windmill. Left click throw. And as you can see, it bounces off the wall, lands on the ramp, and fully smokes off the ramp side of sight. If yourself and another teammate both make it up drop, here's a nice little boost that you can do. Jump on their head, As you can see, it's over towards double doors. If anyone's on the sea cliff side, you know, you can see them there. You might be able to see them here if they're holding there or here for whatever reason. And then you can also just jump peek and see below you. This fence is spammable though, so remember that in case you get seen. You guys would have noticed it, but this little hole in the side of the windmill is extremely useful for retakes, but also stopping rushes if you're a CT. What you can do is just drop a molly in just like so. That'll filter out the backside on a retake. You can throw it slightly differently, so it'll hit over here if they're trying to rush. I don't have any flash lineups yet, so try it out for yourself, experiment, make one up. If you want to learn an easy double doors smoke that you can throw at the start of the round, or if you're lurking as a T, walk into this doorway, just into this corner like so, and then above this corner of the building, look up. Anywhere between these two electric lines, there's a lot of leeway here. Left click throw, that'll sail across, bounce down, smoke off doors, so no one can hold here if you're taking mid control, but also if you're going for B control, they can't stand in the doors, they have to be outside them. If you're playing window and you want to flash for yourself, if you're stuck on this side, just look here, left click throw, or look here, and then left and right click throw, and you should be able to flash for yourself to fight anyone facing you from these parts of mid, or just cross to safety. You guys probably already know, but to enter window, you just have to bounce off of this thing here. You can't just one jump it. There's no way to get in. If you're an A player and you want to help mid, what you can do is just come over here. You can't quite see double doors, but what you can do is shift jump up, peek like this, clear double doors, clear around here, make sure there's no T's, try and help with the rotations if you want, and have a nice little angle. To smoke off window as a T, you come up to these gates here in the corner. Then what you want to look at is this electric wire where it hits the concrete there. W jump throw. That'll go through the roof, bounce off the back wall, and fully smoke off the front window here. There's a tiny gap at the start, but what you'll notice is when you're in here, you can't actually see through. You can jump peek, but that's about it. You can use this window smoke to try and get through to the B doors as fast as possible, and the cool thing about B, this time, on Thera, is you're able to plant out on the ramp. So if you team that up with, you know, one of these deeper ramp smokes, you might actually have enough control here after getting a pick or something to peek into the corner and then play from ramp and doors and mid instead. Just remember with the open skyboxes that it's really easy to help out your mid player with a couple of flashes. You can just lob them over there, lob them over this way, and anyone towards top mid should be blind. Just mind that they are going to be playing behind the arch here probably, so you got to figure out which side they're playing on before you flash or they won't get blind. Since I've only been playing B, I can't tell you too much about A. All I know is that this window exists, and when you're running this way, you can throw a little molly like that to try and stop anyone coming down from the caves, or wine, or whatever you want to call this whole area down here. I'd probably call it wine or tons. But yeah, the molly will slow them down, allow you to come in here, and you can walk up, fight, take it, flank. I've had many games where people just never come through here. They just end up going through the double doors as the only way they rush A. If you want to smoke off double doors to slow T's down hitting the A site, when you're coming at a CT spawn, walk into this corner here at the sign, and then this circle on the wall, you want to put your crosshair on the left of it, jump throw, that'll bounce off the roof, and land in the middle of both the doors. You're not able to self-boost into the window from this side here, no matter how you jump or how you try, but you can make it from these railings over this side. What you have to do is just jump up, then do a crouch jump as soon as you hit the low part. Make sure you're bonking your head as early as possible and you should be able to make it in. It'll look something like this. It's very hard to hit. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but Godspeed. The other way that you can get in the Yorgo's window, or Yorgo, sorry Bella, just drop off that box like that and you'll be able to make your way in. You can jump from this fence here all the way into that little T-stairs window. To do it, you want to be jumping up the back side like this, right on the edge so you get as much speed as possible, and then run towards this right side of the pot so you can start to strafe across and get some speed, and it should look like this. It is quite hard. I don't hit it every time, so it probably is worth practicing. To smoke off the back hall at A, what you want to do is stand here in the corner at the fire hydrant, and then the star on the wall, just look right in the middle, do a jump throw, and that'll bounce across here and smoke off the back hall. If you're retaking A and you want to smoke off that tunnel bit just there, when you're in the music shop or Yorgo's, I'm sorry, I can't. Walk up to this part of the shadow, the left side, look at this dot on the wall, left click throw. And anyone that's down here trying to face is going to get smoked off. And try and rotate around here or walk through the smoke, you know. And there might also be smoke off here by the other smoke we just learned. If you want to help out your teammates coming through double doors and you're in wine and you've taken full control, you can left and right click throw, looking just at the line there. It'll pop out of the window like so. And it's a nice little blind that should be able to pop people in the face from backside like that. Or say if anyone's holding from here on the same line. It's mostly just to target doors, but yeah, it's just a nice little pop flash that you can put in your repertoire. I found this cool pop flash lineup. If you're a T that's controlling this position, say you've got backside control and a post plant, or even if you're smoked off, this could be really useful if you can see. Walk into this corner, just here. You want to look at where this rock touches the roof like that, do a jump throw, and that'll pop a couple of times, but it booms out here because there's the hole in the roof, right? And that'll blind anyone that's coming in that way because it's pretty bloody high. So, say someone's here, trying to fight on the way in, or trying to fight your teammate over there. This flash, they'll see it coming, but it'll blind them if they don't look away. Alright, I'm getting way too cringe now. So, say you've planted the bomb in this corner here, and you want to play a post plant, jump down, your opponent's looking for you, just assume you've already got one control and you know where they are. Walk into the middle of this, you hear a tap. Look here. This corner of the rock, W jump throw. Full cringe. If they smoke it, you're in trouble. If they don't smoke it, full cringe. Enjoy. For a CT smoke from wine, what you want to do is just stand in the middle of this wooden pole, then look at this line here, shift walk forward, and then left click throw, but only take like the start of the step like this. Smoke's gonna go all the way across. Smoke off CT. Bob's your uncle and your aunt. You can smoke off the same spot outside of wine. All you have to do is walk into this corner near the lamp pole. Look at this spot, this corner of the roof. Jump throw. That'll bounce off the wall. Smoke off CT. And help you take the A site. If you've taken Hall's control and gotten into this position without dying to window or back sight, what you can do is just look at the top of the arch, just left click throw, and that'll smoke off the back side of the bomb site, which allows you to come out a little easier, get a little plant down easy. Could work for you if you're just using pistols or something like that. And look, the traffic cone's here to let you know that it is very dangerous on the cliff, and you can walk out a decent way. There is like an invisible floor, but I've seen a lot of people die, and it's about here where you can even see your feet. You're starting to go on the edge. So there is a little bit of leeway on this whole cliff side, as you can see by the chickens, which is part of the reason why I've given you a lot of chickens. Chicken death, chicken standing. Chicken death, chicken standing. There you go. So you can jump out a little bit, but be very careful when you're running along the ledge. You may as well just run in, play it safe. And that's it for the Thera tricks and tips. I hope you guys enjoyed and learnt a thing or two and can incorporate that into your games to have more fun and get more wins and make your way to global. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Anyway, it's about that time I remind you to hit that damn sub button. If you're not already subbed, I'd appreciate it because the number go up, make me feel good. I've had a couple of weeks off. I've felt pretty burnt out. I've been doing back-to-back, day-to-day uploads every bloody day, and I just needed a little break. So I'm back. I'm making gigios and videos, and I'll see you soon for another.